Good morning, everyone, and welcome to church. It's another week of greater grace. I trust you're having an amazing time in God's presence. If today happens to be your first time worshiping with us here at Victory Assembly, we're so glad that you made it to church, and we truly, honestly value your fellowship. Please don't be in a rush after service, as we'd like to come and meet and greet you over tea and coffee and tell you more about ourselves and what we do here at Victory Assembly. Please listen to the following announcements. And my name is Joe, and this is VANews. And as you all know, the second phase of the Faith Center project, Project 200, is up and running. The goal of Faith Center Project 200 is to raise £200,000 between now and the end of June outside the walls of Victory Assembly. The idea is to contact as many people who have been in Victory Assembly at one point or the other but are no longer in Sheffield, but are still in the UK or even overseas, to let them know what is happening in Victory Assembly and how they can be of help in achieving this vision, this goal of Faith Center Project 200. We also want to involve our families and friends. As you all know, we're just 4 people away from anybody on the surface of this earth. So you may just know someone that may know someone that we know someone that we need to be of help in realizing this vision, the Faith Center Project 200. So I'd like every one of you to involve your family, your friends, to spread the word out and to share the vision of Faith Center Project 200. And finally, we would also like every one of us here to come up with creative ideas as to how we can raise funds outside the walls of Victory Assembly. So we could swim the river Thames, we could climb a mountain, I could run a marathon. Anything we would want to do, we could come together, bring our ideas together and see how we could raise and achieve this goal of raising £200,000 between now and the end of June. So if you have any ideas, if you have any contacts that we can follow up on, if you have any information that will be of help, please leave this information with us at the help desk after this service. The last 4 days in the month of March will be packed with activities: the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. Starting with the 28th, it happens to be Pastor Musa's birthday. Pastor Musa told us that he'll be turning 47, and on this day, he's requested that if we have any gifts for him, we should please monetize it and channel it towards the Faith Center project. On the 29th, which is a Saturday, the following day, we'll be having a birthday dinner in his honor, and this will be happening at the Copton Hotel on Bramall Lane. This date too will be serving as the release date for his new book, Everybody Needs Somebody. This event, however, has been ticketed and the price is going to be £70, and this is because all proceeds from this event will be channeled towards the Faith Center project. So if you've not got your ticket, please see an usher right now, or you could get your ticket after the service from the help desk. Then the 30th of March, which happens to be the last Sunday in March, we'll be having our victory service. And live here in our midst, we'll be having Vine Songs. This is a world-renowned music ministry. Pastor Musa has also said that he'll be praying for 4 categories of people on that day. He'll be praying for singles who are believing God for marriages. He'll be praying for people who are dealing with setbacks and disappointments. He'll also be praying for people who are looking for new job opportunities, and finally you'll be praying for people who are seeking God for miraculous healings. So if you know anyone who might fall into these categories, this would be a nice time to invite them to church. And finally, the 31st, which happens to be the last day in the month, and as is our custom, we have the half night of prayer. This is when we'll be praying into the month of April. This will be holding at Joy Assembly and not Park Community Center where we usually hold it. So please keep these dates, the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st, and let us make preparations to make ourselves available on these days.
We all have something to contribute to our world. We all need people to achieve the purpose for which we exist. Without people, life feels empty and meaningless, and in isolation, nobody makes any meaningful impact. The people we meet and form relationships with can bring joy to our lives and help to contribute to our success, but we must learn how to keep them in our lives and make every relationship work. In his new book, Everybody Needs Somebody, Pastor Musa Barko deals with everyday human need, relationship. Everybody has got to deal with someone at every point in his or her life, whether at home, school, business, in the workplace, or within a community of people. Written in concise terms, the book provides applicable tools that empower readers to achieve healthy and lasting relationships, deal with the stigma of being single, make right marital decisions and choices, and deal with conflicts and differences in relationships. This is another explosive piece from Pastor Musa, who has previously authored blockbuster titles I Am Who God Says I Am, The Love of Father God, and Destiny is Within You, now available in bookstores.
And just before we go, I would like to remind you about next week's Sunday service. It's a special service dedicated to relationships with the theme, It Takes Two. And ministering in the service will be Bishop Bob Alonge, all the way from the federal capital city of Nigeria, Abuja. Coincidentally, happens to be the 18th wedding anniversary of our senior pastors, Pastor Musa and Eunice Bako. So if you are in a relationship, or you're intending to get married, or you're a married couple, it will be a good time to come and learn more about relationships. It takes two. I bet, you bet, I'll be there with my wife by God's grace. And that's all we've got for you today. See you next week, and keep walking in greater grace.